dili taga Cebu nga naa diri karon. Thank you so much for not going home yet, no? Bisag unsa na 9 past na. So, I am Menchian Tornilio Visa. I am a medtech by profession. I work under the province of Leyte for 25 years. But I retired early last 2016 because I was diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 4A, metastatic to my spine, to lungs, and the liver. So the doctor gave me 4 to 6 months more to live. And I decided not to have chemotherapy. So I will not make my long story long because I don't want to cry anymore. Okay, di ako kay kapoy naghilak ba? So, my lesson, no, ang tao na wala makaila karon og 4th year, alkansi gyud. Anong alkansi? Kung ang imong pagtambal sa imong sakit, kinaraan pa. Luoy kay ka. Maintenance, opera, sa pa, pain relievers,
Doctor's fee.
na yung mga doktor din. Okay. Natural man lang na service fee, good. No professional fee. So, ang ako lang, actually, based on my experience, dahil po yung mga doktor na inog o 4th year, sila lang. Wala po sila nag-ingon sa ilang mga pasyente. But they take 4th year. No? Now, this is the breakthrough of medicine. Kinaraan kaayo itong pamaagi na mag-inom-inom tag-maintenance. Sangan pa lang daan na maintenance lang yun na siya. No? So after the discussion of the product kaganiha, I think everybody learned about 4th year placenta. When I was diagnosed with cancer, I believe what my thoughts is saying to me, what the thoughts I created. Kabalo ko gamay because I am a medical professional, how cancer works in our body. So pag ingon sa doktor na I have 4 to 6 months, nituo ko. And gitag na ko na sa akong kaugalingon. Akong gi-prepare ang death. No? And makabati pa ko sa mga tao na mobisita sa ako ang maghilak. Alisamot yung kong tuo ng talimat yun na yun ko. So, kasi nag-inom na akong 4th year, no? Because Beth Montero gave me the first bottle. And thank you so much, Ate Beth, no? Pasalamat sa mga tao na nag-invite sa inyo karon. Di yun mo kabayad anak nila. Bisan ka no sa knowing nga gisakripisyuhan mo para lang yun mo madala diri o namakam na, nabulsa na sila, para lang yun mo madala diri. Di yun mo kabayad anak. So, pasalamat, lingi karon, pasalamat tidaan. Kaya dili lang yun nga, pag-take of 4th year ang gihatag sa inyo anak. Oh, so, thank you so much, Beth Montero, for the sacrifice, no? Now, after taking the first free bottle of 4th year, nakita na ako na na-progress. Bisag na ayon ako, after taking for straight na 8 months, na ayon ako sa 4th year. Pero, naasa ako ang tag magikan sa professional consultant na medical professional na naitaning ako ang buha, akong life. Naapa na ako ang akong family na mahadlok o muda ko ilang tingog kay talimat yun ko. Naapa na ayon ako, pero naagihapon sa ko aka. Dadana ko ba? Kay naabot ng gud ko sa stage na hapit na gud ko namatay. Luya na ko. Bisag wala na ko na luya. Naagihapon ko, nagtuog gihapon ko na talimat yun ko. So, ang akong message sa inyo karon, after hearing the product, 4th year placenta, unsa inyong plano? Nagplano ba mo nga mupalit o niya ako inom? Kay kung wala mo nagplano nga mupalit o mo inom, anugon ang milagro nga gihatag sa inyo sa Ginoo karon pa lang. Why? Because I believe that you've been praying for so long. Karon lang gabi una natuman ang milagro sa Ginoo sa inyo ha. When I asked for miracle, if I could still remember, that was January, sometime in January 2017. I asked for miracle. God gave me a call from Beth Montero, so far from Manila. May nalang gali kay naanay technology no, kay kung wala pa yung telepono, wala na yun ko, ito kay bound for here. So, walay OPP, walay daghang istorya, ang ingon lang natibit, inom, kay kung naayo ko, maayo ka. Maayo na lang, namura po siya o sanay ka ng martial law ba? Oo, no choice. Maayo na lang po na si Beth Montero, generous. Kaya kung wala gihatag sa ako ang usa ka botilya, dili yun ko ka-afford. At itong panahon na dili na ko ka-afford mo pala ang isa usa ka botilya. But, pagkainom na ko sa usa ka botilya, kay maayo akong pamati, wala na may kwarta, akong pamilya walay mo tabang, kay dili mo tuo, kay food supplement lang. Namaligya may butang. Nganong permi na ko na-share. Kay value na ko ang akong kinabuhi kontra sa akong mga butang nga napundar namo while I'm still in good health. Sad to know, while doing this advocacy, there are people na dili makadecide sa ilang kaugalingon. Ambot diri sa audience karon kung kinsa pud silang dili makadecide sa ilang kaugalingon. Dili karon, decided mo. Kaya nakabati mo, testimony, o PP, decided mo na mo, inom gid ko ana, pag-abot sa inyong balay, tuwa imong bana na wakabati, tuwa imong asawa, tuwa imong anak, ilad-ilad na, sa mga pailad ka. Tuwa imong, at ko pa kasi mong doktor, pagkaugma, mga sulta pa ka, wakapod ka ibaw imong doktor. So dili mo sugot, di ka kainom. Kinsa may makaluluoy. My experience, do not entrust your life to anybody.
True.
Decide for yourself while you can still decide for yourself. So, pag-abot sa pain and suffering, wala yo'y makatabang sa imo diha. Ikaw lang. Now that you have the chance to reverse your state of health, reverse. Dili lang siya mo, stop. It's reverse. So, importante kayo ang reverse. So, i-reverse na siya. And then, complete the 6 months therapy at least. But for those who have serious diseases, no, serious illness, 6 months is not, baling wala na ni, pataka lang to sa istorya ba, 6 months is not enough. Labi na itong mga cancer, mga severe na kuan sakit, di siya pwede 6 months. Now, that was long ago. Last year, September, I started advocating. Advocating means I started helping out people to know about portier placenta. And, tabang ko sa ubang tao, tungod kay na-drain ko. Portier placenta can help you improve your physical body, but can drain your bank accounts. Mag-drain yun mo tinuod. I can still remember, last June, when Beth Montero asked me to be in Davao to share my testimony. I'm not used to share my testimony because I don't want to share my testimony. But she asked me to be in Davao to share my testimony. I just came from the hospital because I was 3 months bedridden in the hospital. Nagpirig-pirig pa ko. Health-wise, dili ko pwede mo anto. But Pag ingon ni Beth Montero, tagaan na po ito sa kabutilya na 4th year. Iapas ko na, katawa lang mo, pero lisod kayo akong kabutang. Musakay mo Leyte, padulong Cebu, niya Cebu to Davao na nag-aeroplano, lisod kayo akong kabutang, giagak-aga ko. Pero giapas ko na ko sa kabutilya ng 4th year. Pag abot dito, ano man gihapon, murag tulong ka steps, giagak pag ko kay pag dili ta kalakaw no makalakaw lang ako flat pero dili ka makasaka. Oo, so kinahanglan ko siya naon di anak pag ko ingon po sa kay mutuo ba kami sila sa ako nga nagpirig pa man ko dili ani mo gid magalibat ko si Beth Montero niya gaapas pag sa usa ka botelya na 4th year. So mo tay ako that was maybe last June, not so long ago. I started September last year, but God blessed me so much. After sharing the product, after helping people, after telling my whole story, letting my pride, it was pride actually, na akong di ko gusto no, letting my pride shut off. So, erase na ko siya. September, October, because I have no product last year. September, October, I experienced to receive my product only on the last month that I became Pabo. I became Pabo last year. So September, October, November. November, I was able also to give bottle of free 4th year to those who really cannot afford. Now, I realized, before my cancer, I am being devalued by the Philippine government. I am being devalued by my profession. Why? Because I am only paid 1,000 pesos a day. I earn 30,000 a month as a medtech. When I have that cancer, I asked God, why me? Why curse me? Of all the people here in Tabango, why me? But now, I realize that cancer is a favor given by God to me. Why? Because of that cancer, I was able to unlock my potential. And I was able, thank you, and I was able to realize that my value is not only 1,000 pesos a day. It was so much more. Now, when God gives us a favor, God gives a favor to each and every one of us. If you have diabetes, if you have kidney failure, if you have cancer, if you have any disease, that is a favor from God. Only if you have faith. Only if you don't complain. Do not complain. Only if you know how to express your faith. Do we have faith from you? Yes, we have faith. But do you know how to express that faith so that that faith will reach to God and God can make a miracle on you? That's the next question. I do not know where did I get these things that I am talking. But I do not know this for so long that I was born, I worked. I do not know what is faith all about. But after my cancer, I know I have something that I can teach, I can coach. Faith is not faith, not unless you know how to release it. And it will reach to God. When it will reach to God, then God can perform miracle in you. So from now on, start talking to yourself. Thanks for the favor that God has given to you. Thank you for that diabetes. Thank you for that cancer. Thank you for that stroke. Thank you for the kidney disease. Thank you for that arthritis. Thank you for everything. Never complain. Trust here. Why? If you just heard here, if you just know the CEO of Railway International, Mr. Lim. Mr. Lim is like Jesus Christ, the living Jesus Christ. The heart of Mr. Lim is so generous. I was one of the participants in Thailand last week. The first time that I hear Mr. Lim doing as a conductor of the event from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Why? Why he is doing that? There are many general managers that can do the job. But why? Diba? Bakit CEO talaga? Pwede na hindi gawin yun. When a person talks in front and you understand what he's talking, you can dissect what's the heart of that person. Now, there are only three realizations that I was able to understand what Dr. Lim wants to point out. First, do not worry about the product. The company invested on the research and development of Portier placenta. So do not memorize the ingredients anymore. Just tell your story, and then after telling the story, bring that prospect to a big event. Second, Dr. Lim said, I don't need much money for myself. I don't need much money for myself. I've been also an employer before because we have 2 branches of Julius Bake. More or less, we have 35 employees. I have no plan na ang tindira madato na. Wala ko ko'y plano na ang baker madato po. But Dr. Lim, Mr. Lim, has a different plan for each and every associate who will trust the company. Believe me, Dr. Lim is not an ordinary person. Now, the third, Dr. Lim, Mr. Lim said, if you compromise, I compromise. That means, if you want to change your lifestyle, the company will support you. And I cannot say, I cannot measure how much that statement is being lived, being, unsa ni siya, giunsa na pag ingon ni Dr. Lim na tinuod niyang storya, unless you can try. Try to rank up. Try to change lifestyle. Railway is the fastest way to reach our dreams. Only if you have your dream. Lastly, this is already my advocacy. My advocacy is this. I will never allow, I will do anything that nobody will expire from dengue. Luoy kaayo ng mga bata na mag-expire of dengue lang. Please, help advocate, help educate people outside railway because they do not know that there is Portier placenta who can help. Maybe time will come, maybe 3 years, because I will not stop. Maybe 3 years from now, I will be successful in my advocacy because I will never stop developing, helping people. If you are for the person who are in black business attire, black coat, this is for you. If you really are a true advocate, my challenge is this. Do not just be a simple advocate. Be an advocate who helps develop people. It's the hardest thing to do, but it's the highest achievement you can have in Railway. If you're able to develop people to empower people, to let them become a